Bierstein. Let's see. What? I misspelled that. This isn't a Bierstein either. A Bierstein looks like a flagon, babe. I googled Bierstein. This is like a Bierstein appears to be like a fruity little Germanic flagon. It's a little fruity. It's okay, not fruity. It's not fruity. It's flamboyant. You're fair, all right? I don't need to be quite as derogatory with it. I see what you're saying, but this isn't a Bierstein either. This is absolutely because a Bierstein is clearly a sub.
Wait, that's a jumbo flask, like Johnny Depp.
No, it's not a jumbo flask because a jumbo flask is a flask. A flask is like a flat. It's like the flat thing that goes in your pocket. A jumbo flask is just a flask that doesn't fit in a pocket because it's like a party favor, or kind of like a a canteen. A jumbo flask is like a square canteen, and a flask is like a small square canteen. A square canteen. No, also you're thinking mega pint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Depp was the mega pint guy, not the.
Mega pint. That's what I meant.
What's a mega pint? That's great. I love that.
That's a mega pint.
No, it's not a mega pint either, because a mega pint was a wine glass. He's talking about wine.
Well, it had wine in it.
That's fair. Okay, but a mega pint isn't a thing because it's just because a pint's a pint. It's either a pint of liquid or it's not. So it's definitely not a mega pint.
Mega pint implies more than one pint.
Okay, but if I look up mega pint, it's just pictures of Johnny Depp looking all slick back and unpleasant, and people holding very large cups of beer. So this is not a mega pint either. Now it's been 4.5 minutes of me live, not having even begun to start talking about the reason that I am live. What else can we do to just annoyingly stall the subject matter? I'm just scrolling these Megapint images. Look at Johnny Depp and his faux incredulity. I love it. I love that. What's a Megapint? I think he knew what a Megapint was. I think he knew. I think that guy knew what they were talking about when they said Megapint. I feel like he used the phrase to refer to a specific thing that he would do sometimes, and that was brought up, and he just pretended that he didn't have a history of anyway. All right. Let's go. Let's instead of talking about like 7-year-old controversies, let's talk about why am I here? Right, I'm going on tour. I'm going to say that a few more times because I have been talking about Johnny Depp in various forms of old-timey beverage conveyance. I've been talking about that instead of talking about the actual subject of this video for 6 minutes. And so I need to make up for that. So I'm going to say I'm going on tour over and over again for the next 6 minutes. For everybody who comes and tunes in over the next 6 minutes, because 900 of you got here in those 6 minutes, which means there's 900, like if 6 minutes could be 900 people, depending on the turnover rate of how many of you people tuned out the second you saw that I was just babbling about Biersteins, there could be another 900 people popping in over the next 6 or 7 minutes. And like another 40 people just showed up. See, it's a good thing that you guys didn't show up earlier, because I've been talking about beverage containers instead of talking about why I'm here, which is I'm going on tour. So I'm going to say that a few more times. So just those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. I'm going to give you more information in a second. There's 964 people. Thanks for coming by. For those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. For those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. For those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. For those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm going on tour. And for those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. So anyway, for those of you just tuning in, I am going on tour. Okay, so yeah, the Tapeworms. We're doing a Tapeworms tour. In August, we're going to be celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the release of the second and final Tapeworms album, Selfish. And we're going to be celebrating it by finally giving Selfish the tour it never had, because that was before there was any way of us ever going on tour. Back then, it was all very underground, zero budget, super just like small, contained, scrapping for just any opportunity we could find. And now we have an opportunity to do it for the big stuff. And so that's what we're going to be doing. That's going to be this August. And the band and I are going to be getting together. We're going to be playing Selfish front to back, then taking a sec to hide backstage and collect ourselves, and coming back out on stage to play some of the other stuff. The plan is we're going to be on August 14th going to Boston. Then on the 15th, we're going to be going to Toronto, which, yes, first time playing in Canada. And for those of you just tuning in, I'm going on tour. Okay. Quick note about the Canada show is that show will be all ages. All the other shows are 18 and up, with the exception of one, which is 21 and up. But the Toronto show is all ages because Canada. And also, this whole thing where people say that I'm like banned from the nation of Canada or whatever, stop it. I don't know where you got that. I don't know where you got that from. Who made that up? Who said that? Who told you this? This is ridiculous. I don't know where you got that idea. You people all need to stop believing the things that I tell you. I literally, I am Canadian. My entire, as I've said earlier today, my entire public image is an elaborate prank wherein my fans are the punchline. I don't know how you guys haven't got onto that yet. You guys really need to stop just believing things I've said. Okay, yeah, and that includes that. But actually, yes, I am Canadian. I'm related to Justin Trudeau. So I'm going to Canada, and that particular show is all ages. Then we're going to Michigan, going to Grand Rapids. It's going to be a lot of driving. Going to Michigan on the 16th, going to Grand Rapids. Then we're doing Chicago on August 19th. Then Covington, Kentucky on August 21st. Then Cleveland, Ohio on August 22nd. Then Silver Spring, Maryland on August 23rd, which feels crazy to me, but okay. And then we're taking a few days off before doing 2 New Jersey dates. That is the plan. Those are the dates. The New Jersey dates, the 28th and 29th. The 28th, we're going to be doing Debonair Music Hall in Teaneck, New Jersey, which is the venue that we released Selfish at, what will have been 10 years prior. It's a pretty small venue. It's about 290 cap. A lot of the tickets were already reserved, and it's a 21 and up show because it's really going to be just for the old heads. If you're a long-time listener, if you were there back in the day, we are hoping that that you can make it to that particular event. For those of you who aren't able to make it to that, don't worry. We're doing another show in New Jersey the next night that is 18 and up, and it's at Starland Ballroom in Sayreville, New Jersey, which was like a dream venue for us back in the day. So that's pretty exciting too. So yeah, it's, I guess, 9 shows. So it is a very limited run. And then we're gonzo. So yeah, there will be tickets on sale to the public on Friday. On today, if you are a Patreon member, you can get an access code. So paid Patreon members get an access code so that they can buy the tickets and the VIP passes. There are VIP passes. You can buy them early. You can get them as soon as noon today. The access code's already up on Patreon for paid members. The ticket and VIP links go live on at noon today. So in about 10 minutes. Then tomorrow, people who have signed up for my text alerts, they will get the access code. And then Friday, the tickets are on sale to the public. Tickets and the VIP passes. The VIP passes are for are the same stuff as last year. I think there might be one or two other things that we threw in, but maybe not. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. This isn't my job. It actually is. This is my job. This should not be my job. Yes, one of the things that I want to say this really quick. One of the things that the VIP pass comes with is early access to the venue, so that people can get early access to merch and can get up to the barricade before the rest of the crowd comes in. However, for those of you who are like new to rock concerts or what have you, if you're not ready to be tossed about a bit and roughed up a little, don't go up to the barricade before the rest of the crowd comes in. Don't do that. I strongly recommend against it, because that is kind of like the central impact area of all of the moshing and crowd surfing and stuff that happens at these Tapeworms shows. For those of you who don't know, if you've only been to one of my usual shows, the Tapeworms shows are like the exact opposite vibe of what I usually do. Like, as polar opposite as possible. These are not seated shows where you sit down in a nice theater or at like a cabaret or like whatever, a winery or a comedy club, and you just kind of like sit back and relax and do some giggling. It's not like that. It is a concrete box with steel barricades where people throw each other. It is the opposite of everything else that I do. So fair warning, it gets a little wild. So if you are not into the idea of getting a little sloshed around, don't do the barricade thing. Don't do that. You won't have a good time. That's where all of the people do all of the kicking and maybe even punching. I don't know. I can't control it. The venue has the rules, and I will, if I have to say something on stage, remind the audience of those rules. And if I notice something crazy happening, obviously I'm going to call it out. But I'm not in control of what happens. That's you guys. You guys gotta watch out for one another. I grew up in like the death metal scene when I was a kid. I really liked going to death metal concerts, and I would go into the mosh pit, and there'd always be some fucking shirtless ninja throwing elbows around. And don't be that guy. Don't be the shirtless ninja throwing elbows around. If somebody falls, pick them up. That's like the ethos of, that kind of thing. And some people know that, but some young people who are new to the scene aren't going to know that. So yeah, watch out for one another. And once again, if you're not ready for shirtless ninjas throwing elbows around, stay away from the front center barricade area. You're usually safer like towards the side by the barricade. We playing Selfish front to back, then heading backstage to take a breather, and then coming back out and playing the other stuff. It's from August 14th to August 29th. We're doing Boston, Toronto, Grand Rapids, Chicago, Covington, Cleveland, Silver Spring, Teaneck, and Sayreville. And then we are Splitsville. We are slithering back to the laboratory from which we leaked. And I guess that's all the information you need. Yeah. Once again, tickets are the ticket links and the VIP links will be working in about 7 minutes, but only Patreon members who have received the early access code will be able to use those links to buy anything until tomorrow, where people who have signed up for my text alerts will start getting early access codes. And then the on sale is officially this Friday, 10 a.m. EST. Stay tuned. everything I just said will be like public information. You won't have to sit through 17 minutes of me talking about various beverage conveyance devices, and everything will be in one place. So yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Hope to see you boys out there at the show. I learned this just now, just a few minutes ago when I was doing this whole spiel on Instagram. I learned that the way you stop it is there's a little X in the corner. You see the little X? I'm pretty sure that the X did it on Instagram. I bet it does it on YouTube too. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, it's the X. It's the X.